right in the heart of a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on man. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the L.A.R. I feel a cold stare.
Me diabla, me diabla, me diabla, me diabla, me diabla.
What's good? I'm talking about the Haitian passport flex. You know, for a reason. Yes, I'm a Black American. You know, FBA, if whatever you want to call it, either or, right? But part of this delineation, right? And people have an issue with it. Things like this generally get skipped over. And I'm not about to disrespect Haitians, nothing like that. But what I am going to say is this seems oddly familiar because we see people who are immigrants dumping on their own group when they feel emboldened for some selfish reason. Everybody saw the same thing with Hispanics. They're just going to get rid of the bad ones. It's like, all right, G, okay, that's what you think. Cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So with the Haitians, I mean, even Africans, they in America being tribal in America, whatever. You get what I mean? So here's the issue. These are your quote unquote family members and friends, or just people. And let's just say you got your citizenship, your passport. Cool. All right. But you're making fun of somebody who might get sent back. And it's like, oh, so you're saying you really would rather be here than there, as much as you're representing your nationality. You ain't really rocking with your own people like that, you know, because were they on TPS status? Cool. That means you're temporary. You're gonna go back. Cool. I get that. But for some of your people, this like, oh, I'm down right now, and it be your own people. Y'all the ones really y'all kicking them while they down. It's like, oh, okay. So when it comes to like, where's the unity and yada yada yada, when it comes to the Black diaspora, we've seen this a million times. So I think like when was it Jamaica or the Bahamas where it was like we don't want no Haitians. You see the lack of unity in Africa. You see it in other countries in the Caribbean too. But it's like it's all it's all good if we get to America. And if we get to America and it works out for us, cool. But if somebody in our group um, gets stepped on, I'm gonna make fun of them. But then you turn around, the Black Americans. When I was a child, they did this, they did that, and I'm like, okay, well, what excuse are you gonna give to the people in your own community? Because it ain't our fault. Because we've seen this behavior for a very long time. And the interesting thing about this, and I might be wrong, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a video of Dominicans making fun of Haitians for this. And the irony of that, you get what I mean? But I could be wrong. But the trend is Haitians trolling Haitians. So, um, and I was on like TikTok talking to a guy that's Haitian last night. Cool conversation. Cool conversation. So, um, but this concept of Haitians are just like Black Americans from Louisiana, I was like, no, you're not. You know, like yeah, we wouldn't pull no stunt like this. Nah, we wouldn't put on stuff like this, you know. But I think that's the it's not an addiction, but it's the unhealthy admiration for America that immigrants have shows in their distaste for their own people. Because I'm going to extend this out a little bit further. Do you know how often a black American has heard a person from a foreign country basically say, I'm glad I ain't there no more. I'm sitting, F them people. You know, not necessarily F them people. Like, they didn't say that verbatim, but it's like, shame. And that's part of the concept that we have the understanding of you're proud to be whatever you are when you're here. But also when you're here, you really don't want to be back there. And it's like, mm, hmm. And you know, as a person who moved a lot as a kid, um, I was born in New Orleans. I grew up well. I grew up in New Orleans, but I also grew up in Chicago, and I grew up a little bit in DMV, and now I live in Texas. So those are my life experiences as far as living. And I can say, um, I didn't want to live in New Orleans anymore, and not because of really because of the people that came to New Orleans. Because so many people from New Orleans left New Orleans, it kind of threw the vibe of the city off. And people who from New Orleans, y'all they know what I'm talking about. You got a certain segment of folks still there who really embody what it is, and it's the feeling and the vibe. But what you got even like after Katrina is a lot of people who are they're from New Orleans like I'm from Texas. But they're trying to act like, oh, you know, I'm really this and I'm really that, and I'm gonna speak for the real people. It's like, bro, like I'm using this as an example because people from New Orleans know what I'm talking about. I'm 80 Swagman's, uh, McKenzie's New Orleans. You know what I mean? I'm that New Orleans. I'm that New Orleans. And in over time, um, people started people left, but they would come like people would leave New Orleans and come back, and it's like you never left. You could be walking down Canal and somebody yo and it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Like it never left. It's not like that no more. But I'm saying that because of the understanding that sometimes you might not want to go back home, but it ain't for the same reasons, you know. And what winds up happening is um we're watching you people like let me rewind that tape. Let me rewind that. When Katrina happened, I was in Texas. I had family members and friends stay with me. I wasn't who look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's dry. I'm dry. No, 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 no. I was, hey, well, such and such. Okay. I remember my grandmother stayed with me, my aunt stayed with me. Um, my little cousin stayed with me, my other little cousin stayed with me, his girlfriend stayed with me. Uh, uh um One of my dog from college and his wife stayed with me. Bro, you get what I'm saying? So we don't get this concept of when somebody's down, yeah, let me just kick you. Let me make fun of you. So when we talk about like delineation and whatnot, part of this is part of the reason. Because let me and the other thing about this is, I should have said this a little bit earlier. Y'all really don't address all of you groups. You are so mad at Black America. You have this thing where you ignore white America. When I saw the Haitian guy fall out crying when they put the ankle excuse me, when they put the ankle monitor on him, I'm like, maybe it's excessive. It's excessive. I ain't gonna front. I can't say maybe. What I will say is this: I didn't see them mad at white America. I really haven't seen and that goes for the Hispanics too. When they deportations and ICE and all that, they don't really have any smoke for white America. And a lot of y'all say this about Black America, but to me it's projection, because usually it's your own people throwing you under the bus, and you ignore the people who put the systems in place to throw you under the bus, and all y'all do is focus on us, and we look at you like you're crazy. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.